Thank you for joining me today. My name is Gene Rodriguez. I am Marketing and Engagement Coordinator for the Medical Tourism Association. And today, I'm going to give you a brief overview on our Certified Medical Tourism Professional certification. And later on, Julie Connor, one of our Certified Medical Tourism Specialists, will be joining us, speaking a little bit about her experience as a facilitator and as a Certified Medical Tourism Specialist. So what exactly is medical tourism? Medical tourism is when a patient is traveling for healthcare services domestically or internationally. The reasoning could be because it's cost effective for them or because of the advance of technology in that particular country or procedure. How big is the industry? Medical tourism industry is estimated at $50 billion, in the wellness tourism industry at around $106 billion. The medical tourism industry is constantly growing. Each year it gets bigger, and each year more people get involved because they see the potential that medical tourism has in the economy and overall. An average medical tourist may generate between 35 to 10 in revenue for medical services and around 75 to 16 in total revenue. Please keep in mind that typically individual, when they're traveling for a procedure, they will typically bring a companion, so they won't be alone. So that's more revenue for the economy and for you as well. It's going to be a huge return on investment for you. What opportunities are there for professionals in the medical tourism industry? You can partner up with healthcare providers on a commission base. Industry standard is 10 to 15% commission. Also, for those who are already in the wellness industry, for example, travel agents, it's just adding medical tourism to those existing packages. So if you have an individual who is going to Mexico and is going down there for vacation, going to relax, but is also interested in, let's say, veneers. Mexico is known for their dental tourism. So it's a great opportunity for you to add on medical tourism to their package. So what exactly is the Certified Medical Tourism Professional? Four of the core values are learn, transparency, continue education, and network. The certification is going to teach you about the best practices, and it's also going to help you achieve a professional certification in the industry. People are going to be able to see that you care about the services that you're offering, you're knowledgeable about the services that you're offering. Transparency. People are going to see that you've been certified by a third party. That being said, you're letting them know that you care about the quality of service that you are offering to them. And the continuing education that we offer as an association is because we understand that the medical tourism industry is constantly changing. So concepts, trends, each day change, and we want to keep you up to date with the latest updates that are going on. And networking is definitely a huge part of being a certified medical tourism professional, which I want to go into further detail in other slides. Some of the topics that our certification training will provide is, first one is the introduction to medical tourism. For those of you who are not familiar with medical tourism, it goes into more details of exactly what the industry is and what it's about. The medical tourism facilitation, a huge thing, the importance of the patient experience. The patient experience is definitely very important. You have to remember that when it comes to marketing, the biggest thing is word of mouth. So if an individual has a good experience, they're going to tell their friends, I have a great facilitator who has offered me this and that. Now, if they have a bad experience, you're not going to get any business. Another huge thing for those of you who already have a particular business, if it's a travel agency, integrating medical tourism into your business plan is definitely going to be a huge aspect. So now you've gone through the training, you've gotten certified, you've done what you needed to do as far as becoming knowledgeable, offering your patients the best quality care, letting your patients know that you care about these services. Now you have to brand yourself. Let people know that you care about these services and that you want to offer these quality services. Once you get certified, you'll receive our Certified Medical Tourism Professional seal, where you could put on your business cards. You could use it to promote it on your website. And also, remember, social media is a huge thing. So definitely use your seal and promote yourself as a Certified Medical Tourism Professional on LinkedIn, Twitter, any social media outlet that you're reaching your consumers. And something great about our certification, it includes a 2-year membership to the Medical Tourism Association. And we care about our members, we care about your success, and we do our due diligence to make sure that you're successful in what you're doing. We help promote you through many of our distribution channels. Some of the great examples are medicaltourismassociation.com and medicaltourism.com. Actually, this week on Tuesday, I had a certified medical tourism professional who contacted me and said to me, hey, you know, I just got certified and I already have inquiries coming in. And I asked her, I'm like, you know, where are they coming in from? And she told me medicaltourism.com. You know, I'm receiving these inquiries and I haven't done a thing. So, you know, and that's without her promoting herself, which is huge. Another way that we promote our members are through webinars. This is a great example. Today we're going to have Julie Connor talk a little bit about her experience, and we're also giving her visibility for her business. And from newsletters to member interviews, etc., we really do our part in promoting our members and making sure that they're offered, you know, we're offering them the best resources that they need to be able to offer their patients the best quality care. And this goes more into detail about our exclusive 2-year membership benefits for our certified members. Our qualified members, like I said, you will be promoted on our websites, medicaltourismassociation.com. But we also offer some special discounts for different trips that we go on, you know, to our conference. And also, you're able to use, I don't know if I mentioned this, but our MTA member logo, our association logo, and your specialist logo, you could add on to your website. So you're constantly promoting yourself. Something that you have to remember too, the internet is huge. People are easily going on and doing their research. When they're looking for an individual who's going to plan their trip, who's going to send them overseas for a medical procedure, are they going to choose the individual who, okay, they might have the experience, but then they have the other individual who went out of their way, got certified by a third party, and is demonstrating that they obviously care about the patient's needs and services. And this goes back to networking. Our 6th World Medical Tourism and Global Healthcare Congress in Las Vegas on November 3rd through the 6th. And I wanted to leave this towards the end to discuss networking, because for those individuals who are new to the industry, and even if you've been in the industry for years, our Congress is one of the largest educational networking platforms that you may attend. You know, there's as many as up to 2,000 people. There's over 100 expert industry speakers. So you're constantly going to be, you know, gaining knowledge from these different sessions, but you're also going to be networking with individuals who are in the industry, and you also have to remember there's going to be top decision makers there, doctors, different hospitals. So this is your opportunity to network and build different partnerships for yourself. Another thing I want to mention, for those of you who are getting certified, who are already certified or are planning to get certified, we are having a Facilitator Forum, which you'll be able to come sit together, discuss the different trends, concepts, different things that are going on in the industry. And now I would like to take the time to introduce one of our own certified medical tourism specialists, Julie Oconnor, CEO of Global Medical Tourism Facilitators.
Hi, Jean. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Good. Thank you for the information you just provided to all of us today.
Thanks. So I'm sure everyone would like to know, how exactly did you get involved with medical tourism?
I became involved with medical tourism because my daughter started out as a medical tourist herself. Our experience was half and half. There were some good processes about the experience. There were some bad processes about the experience. I saw an opportunity to be able to make that experience, the patient experience, and overall care, aftercare, better for mostly Americans and Canadians, because that's my market when sending clients abroad. And to me, at that time, it was the aftercare that was most important. We did go abroad. We had our procedure. It was a success. But on the way home, she did develop adhesion, and then the process of figuring that out once you're back in the country, how important that aftercare is pivotal. So that's what made me decide to get involved in medical tourism. I did research, just like everyone probably on the call did or has done, and found Medical Tourism Association and decided to learn best practices and how to create a perfect patient experience for my clients.
That's great. Another thing, what aspect of becoming a certified medical tourism specialist did you find most valuable?
The medical tourism certification gave me a roadmap to be able to plot out where I was going for my business. So there's lots of different avenues when you become a medical tourism specialist that you can take. And it gave me a lot of different ideas. It gave me the foundation I need to be able to learn that this is about advocating. I'm advocating to my clients. I'm for my clients. I'm creating best practices and supporting a positive image for the industry as a whole.
That's great. Actually, our most recent survey discussed, how unhappy these patients were with facilitators who were unknowledgeable in what they were offering, and also, the availability. They couldn't get in contact with them. So I think getting certified, teaches you that, and it shows to those individuals looking for specialists, they care. They're taking the time to be able to offer these best practices and these best services for them.
That's right, Jean.
And another, I see that you're going to be attending the conference this year. What are you excited of seeing this year at the conference?
I actually just downloaded the 16-page agenda from the website. So up to this point, I haven't really been able to pay attention to exactly what was being offered. I'm excited about a lot of the classes. It looks like you have some CME-approved classes for us to be able to attend. It's really touching base. A lot of the events you're having are touching base on what's current today. That's important for us to be able to go to and get that information to be able to bring back home to our clients and our business. And I'm excited for the networking, of course. That's always the most important part.
Right. I think that's one of the greatest things about our Congress is the opportunity that you have to network with other facilitators and just top industry professionals, and you're going to be learning from them, from firsthand.
That's right. That's what I'm looking forward to.
Great. I'm going to go ahead and open this up for questioning. So if anyone has any questions for Julie and I. I actually have a question here. At the Congress, something that I actually do want to mention, you have the option of getting certified during the conference on November 6th or through online certification. During the conference, we will go through all the different modules that are included with the online certification. And I have a question from Tina, and this is for you, Julie. How did you set about negotiating with individual doctors?
Hi, Tina. Well, the process, I suppose, for each person and each company is going to be different. So it's a little bit, I have, fortunately, I have negotiating experience because that's my background, is being a paralegal and negotiating. So it depends on what you need to get. What do you need to provide for your clients is where you need to start. So you're both going to start basically with certain expectations. And so and it's a matter of working to have an agreement on both of your expectations. So that's what, you know, so it doesn't start out, you send out a proposal and they just say yes. There's a little bit of negotiating to get to middle ground to be able to have a great working relationship with your providers.
Great. I actually have a question here. What type of people become certified? Susan, basically an individual who could be new to the industry. You know, you're just coming in, you just heard about the industry. It could be a travel agent, it could be a nurse, just an individual who's truly interested in the industry and providing patients with particular services. And Julie, I have a question for you from Bill. His question is, how frequently do you and your clients collaborate with their domestic healthcare provider, and how cooperative are they?
Okay, Bill, good question, because that is one of the big issues that we have. I actually have had someone recently contact me who had bariatric surgery, a lap band put on in Mexico, came back here, and none of our doctors would see her. So that is a huge, because she has to get that adjusted. One of the things that I work on, the aftercare, which is so important here in the States, is making sure that you develop your own network of medical providers. And one of the best ways to do that is to be able to have your two doctors, whoever you want to network together, have a conversation. They need to be on board with the patient's care all together. So it's from the beginning to the end. There's lots of different ways you can go about within your own company of developing patient care plans, how you're going to be able to facilitate the before, because there's a lot of issues that go on before the surgery, during the surgery, then after the surgery. So it's just a lot of communication and a lot of work on mostly the facilitator's part. We're the mediator.
Great. Let's see. Iris, I want to provide Iris, and actually to you all in general, the certification process is an 8-hour training process, and then you take the exam, which is 100 comprehensive questions, obviously on what you have learned through the training process. And once you pass that, you'll be taking an exam, and you have to obtain a 75 to actually obtain your certification. You're able to get certified online through our online certification platform, and also live during our conference. And Julie, a question that Lisa had also: what are the liabilities associated with referring a doctor or dentist, and then where is a problem? And then if there's a problem.
Okay, I'm assuming you're referring like as a facilitator, referring out abroad for procedures. So there are certain liability issues. There's been a couple cases, actually, some of them mostly on the East Coast. You might want to look some of those up to see where your liability lies. I'm not a liability expert. I can't give any kind of legal advice, so that's something you'd really want to consult an attorney for.
Great. And something that I want to say, for those who are attending our webinar currently, there will be a discount provided for you to attend our conference. So I'm going to be emailing everyone. And the rest of the questions, I'm going to go ahead and respond to them offline. I want to say thank you for everyone for joining me. Julie, thank you so much for being part of this webinar.
Thank you for inviting me.
Thank you, and everyone have a great day.
Bye.